Well, let's see if we can get this thing running. Neutral, ignition, choke, give it some throttle. You got oil pressure. Well. Don't do that now. Well, why is it doing that? Do we got fuel? Oh, it's dripping from the carb. Yeah, we got fuel. Did we lose spark? Did we lose spark? Nope. Afraid to move. Okay. Just relax, everybody relax. Are you that cold-blooded or what? Okay, everybody calm down. Well, I think this might be that cold-blooded. So, the reason we brought this up to the house, turn the fuel off here, is I want to get the fenders on it and possibly the belt pulley, but I have to pull off this goofy bracket that's sitting in here. There. Turn the fuel off. So we got rear fenders to put on it, and the belt pulley goes right here. But this, I don't know what this bracket is for, but probably have to cut that nut. I doubt I'll even be able to get it off. That thing is hammered and rusted bad, so probably have to cut that off. But then we'll pound out this bolt and see if we can't get the belt pulley on. But I like to get the side panels and everything on it so that, you know, the rain stays mostly out. So that's the plan. Well, we got about as far as we can get on this old Oliver Hart Parr 70. We've got all the side panels on. Got the rear fenders on and the platforms. Now these are off of an early 70. They're not off a Hart Parr 70, but they work just the same. There's minor differences in them. I'm not really concerned about that. I just wanted fenders, so. Let's see, what else did we do? We got the belt pulley on. That one's pretty easy. It just slides onto a spline shaft, and then there's two, if you can see them, there's two bolts, one there and one down here. And then there's locating pins, one here, and then there's one in the middle of this bracket that locate it into the side of the rear main case. I did wipe this thing down with WD-40. This is an old Hans Knudsen trick. Shined up pretty good. So, got the gas on. Let's see if we can get it to fire up. Okay, now we got an even better view with the fenders on it. Let's see, we're gonna need some choke. We'll give it a shot. This thing seemed to be pretty cold-blooded, so. I'm just playing with the choke on it a little bit. not sure why the belt pulley isn't working. The PTO is turning. I know what it is. There's a sleeve that I'm missing. Yep, there's a drive sleeve. And I'm missing the drive sleeve. So I'll have to find one of those. This thing sure runs smooth though. No knocks. No excessive gear noise in the transmission or in the timing gears up front. I'm gonna park it on top of the hill here and take a couple pictures. Well, I'd have to say this thing runs pretty darn good. Looks pretty good. The WD-40 kind of brings out the color and puts a little shine on it. It also repels water, so. Yeah, so we'll have to pull this belt pulley back off. There's a drive sleeve that's splined that goes from the shaft on the pulley to the drive shaft on the drive unit. Not a bad looking machine though. Sounds good. Still got about 23 to 25 psi in oil pressure. Not bad. Nice low idle for you. See if I can get the microphone up by the exhaust pipe. Doesn't miss a beat. I think earlier it was just a little cold-blooded, so. Awesome. Well, that's going to do it on this one. Thanks for watching. Thanks for wrenching with me. And again, we didn't really, I mean, it's just a matter of putting bolts in for the platform. There's one here, one here, one here. And there's a couple nuts on studs here. You can see them back there. There's another stud there. And then there's another nut or bolt in the back here, underneath there. Right there. Bolt here. So, yes indeed. I'm gonna get this thing parked and see what we can start working on next.